I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. Nigeria is facing an existential threat. That is, our continuous existence as a nation, as a people, is under threat. In Rivers State, foreign nationalities, Fulanis from another nation, invaded somewhere that indigenous River State people were camped. 15 of them. Some people called those people in the River State indigenous as militants. And then the invaders were called Fulani terrorists. That's about 2 days back. These people went into the territory of the indigenous and were shouting Allah Akbar. And there was a gun battle, according to the reports. The videos are too gruesome to be showed here. And 15 of them were gunned down. Now the question is, where do we go from here? I want your comments below. Where do we go from here? And foreign nationals, the former governor said that they brought them in to unseat Goodluck Jonathan. They left far northern Nigeria to down south River State to confront indigenes, but they met their Waterloo. Simple question. If those River State people, young men, were not armed and they were not prepared and they were not trained, imagine the havoc they would have done. Imagine the number of such cells, sleeper cells. Sleeper cells are a group of terrorists that stay on the ground in a community until they are ready to strike. Imagine the number of sleeper cells that are around the southern part of Nigeria. If there is a notification, a coordinated attack, imagine the havoc that will have been wreaked. There are some issues at stake. Number one, Buhari was one of the worst things that ever happened to this country. Ever happened to this country. He set Nigeria backwards several years by his Fulanization program, and if by extension, Islamization program. Now, why is it that we are finding it difficult to deal decisively with this ragtag army? Number one is Peter's law of promotion. Peter's law of promotion says that if you keep promoting a man, the time will reach, you will promote him into incompetence. I believe that the present leadership of this country were promoted from the level where they had functioned well to a level where they are grossly incompetent to manage this country and its challenges. President Tinubu could have done well in Lagos State. There's not much of insecurity in Lagos State. The institutions have already been formed there because it was a federal capital. And there has been a pedigree of successive good governors from Jakonde till date. Now, the federal government is not like that. From the time of Buhari, the 8 years set us back. The next thing is, so that's incompetence, number one. The next thing is insincerity. We keep explaining things. Imagine the Minister for Defense saying that the terrorists are inside forests and that bombs cannot penetrate forests. Are you talking to morons, Honorable Minister? Vietnam was heavily forested, but America was able to throw bombs there. I know some of you will talk about the powder that was sprayed that made the leaves yellow. I know that. You don't even need that. America just released bunker busting bombs in Iran. You can smoke them out of wherever they are, in the mountains and in the forest. The reason the minister is speaking like that, he's not a military man. He doesn't have a security background. So he's uninformed. The next thing is somebody is saying that if you go there, you have collateral damage. If Israel wants to go to that place, they will distribute leaflets telling every person that is not a terrorist to leave that place. And Israel is able to strike somebody's apartment in an apartment block and eliminate that person without destroying the building. So all these excuses are a sign of insincerity. Insincerity in the sense that you negotiate with these bandits. No person has categorically stated that ransom has been paid. But you want to paint it as if you rescued the children or whoever has been in captivity. That insincerity portrays you in the sight of the terrorists as a weak government. As a weak government. And if an incentive is given to them in the form of ransom, it energizes them, emboldens them to want to demand for more by kidnapping more people. The next thing is inconsistency in policies. I made a video the very beginning of this administration that we're going to see policy somersaults. Inconsistency in policy formulation. I want to believe that if firm actions and sincerity of purpose are combined in the fight for the life of our country, in a few months, terrorism will be a thing of the past. The next thing is impressionism. The government wants to show that they are active, so everything is broadcast on social media. If you want to comb all the forest, then you will announce it. You will announce it. There is no covert operation. No secrecy. You want to impress people that you are working, either because of Donald Trump's tweet. You want to comb all the forest. No, you don't do military operations like that. Surprise and secrecy is surprise, secrecy, and shock and awe are key principles in military operations. The other thing is this grandstanding. You don't need to comb all the forests at once. Nigeria is such a large mass of land. Cordon off Sambisa forest. Just cordon off, do a massive movement of military personnel and equipment as if you realize that we're at war. Cordon off Sambisa forest. Sweep the criminals from there. Blockade and not the bandits can't cross into Republic of Benin from Kwara because they closed their border. Collaborate with the Republic of Benin. Collaborate with Niger and Chad to block their borders. Then face another sector. Meanwhile, you mount a barricade in Kogi State so that they don't come towards the south. By the time you do that kind of sectoral strategic clearance of these criminals, a lot of them will run out of this country. It is true. It's easy. So the grandstanding recruits so number of people into the police, recruits so number of people into the army, does not solve the problem if there is no strategy. We need something drastic to happen. But it seems that a lot of those around the president don't have the mental capacity, the sincerity of purpose, and the will to save this country. At the same time, a lot of psychophancy is on. They are not able to tell the president the truth. It will not do us well if our country is overrun by radical Islamic terrorists. We speak because we are concerned. We speak because we love our country. Dr. Charles Apoki is my name. Please, in your comments, don't abuse people.